Hi folks, it's John from lastchanceautorestore.com. I'd like to share with you an update. This is the 1972 Volkswagen Bus or van. We were sharing with you different sections of the van when we were cutting out the steel, the rusted sections, welding in new pieces. We've accomplished quite a bit since then, so I thought the best thing to do is we'll just do a brief walk around. We're almost ready to apply the two-part black epoxy, which is a sealer which will seal all this bare metal. So we've done a lot of repair work, a lot of sanding, and we have it all down to bare metal. So obviously you can see the front end, which we shared with you earlier. We cut out some rusted sections around the windshield frame, welded in new pieces. As we come over to the driver's door, I think our camera person, I always talk faster than she can come with the camera. So we've got our driver's door just basically dry fitted on. So we have it all down to bare metal. There was some body damage and some body filler. So what we did is we removed all the body filler, and where the creases and dents were, we were able to use some hammer and dolly and some dent pulling and removed majority of those damaged areas, and then welded where they had some questionable repairs previously. And then when we open the door here, in earlier videos we were showing you where we did the floor. So basically we now have this whole front floor done. You can see we still have a label on here. We'll be taking off and sanding all of that floor section. But there was a lot of corrosion, very, very common. What we're seeing here is very common rusted areas, and virtually all of these Volkswagen, they call them bay window buses or vans. So we have the new floor done in the front. This is an extremely common area here, and you can see this is where the seat belt mounts on the driver's side, and then there was a lot of rod in here and in behind. So we've cut out the steel, we've made these pieces, weld them in, and ground them smooth. Earlier videos, once again, we shared inside the wheel wells and all the way around, where we've done quite a bit of work, outriggers and jack posts and stuff. So all that fun stuff has been done too. So all of the not only cosmetic but structural stuff. So all the rusted, questionable stuff has been cut out, new steel put in. You can see on this door, we just dry fitted to make sure everything was fitting properly. We'll end up taking the doors back off. You'll notice we have everything stripped to bare metal all the way around, with the exception of this center section, and that's where a door panel will be installed. So we don't need to strip all of that off. So now that we have that section done, and we come down the side, our driver's side, you can see we've done all of the sanding, all the repair work around the window frames, and then we have the new quarter panel on the bottom section, the new rocker panel, and as we come along, it gets a little bit tricky over here, just because we've got a couple other vehicles in our way, pardon me, but we have the rear section. And if you recall in earlier videos, there is some body damage to this section and across the center. So we cut it all out, we welded in new pieces. You can see here where we've put the new piece in. This is the original factory steel. So we have all of that done with the proper factory seams. And on the inside you can see there is a lot of different holes over the years where people screwed brackets and different things down. So we removed, filled in all the holes and ground them smooth. So we have all of that done. You can kind of get an idea. We'll get closer as we go around. You can see how much metal work has been done behind the seats and the flooring, which we'll get to when we come around the other side. This back section basically has been all reconstructed. We have the reinforcement panel in the back. That's all new. This outside piece is all brand new. And then same thing coming around this corner, this tail light section and corner piece. Very common. It was body damage and a lot of rust through corrosion. A lot of people have difficulty backing up and guessing where this back corner is. So it's typical for the passenger rear corner to have quite a bit of damage, and this one did. So once again, cut the old metal out, welded new steel in, and then ground the weld smooth. And then as we come along the side, you can see our factory seam is correct, coming all the way from top to bottom. This lower section has been cut out and new piece put in and all new steel once again here. And then as we come over into this area, this is our support rail for our sliding door, and it's actually 4 different pieces that come together to make this area. And then inside you can see in an earlier video we had cut out the old and showed you what it looked like, and then we had the 2 big half pieces. And it's a lot of work. It doesn't look like much here, but incredible amount of work, because you have to drill every one of those factory spot welds out, then replicate the marks, and then weld in the new floor. So it's very important. A lot of people won't go to the extent that we've done with this van, or whenever we do vans, or any panels for that matter. The factory, through crash standards and manufacturing, they know exactly how many welds certain areas require for structural strength and rigidity. We maintain the same as the factory did. So for example, if one support rail going across had 23 or 26 welds, whatever it is, we did the same thing. So we basically measure, mark, and drill the holes out, and then when we go to weld it, it's welded to the same strength standards as it was back in 1972. So that's what we've done there. And then you can see once again, it used to have some holes here which we filled in for trim. There was some body damage to this door, and we're able to heat and hammer and dolly to get majority of the damage out of the door. And then once again on the inside, same idea. We have the door all nice and clean. The support rail on the inside, this is a new fender. The other fender had a lot of damage to it and a lot of rust through. So now we have the new fender on, and once again the common area for the seat belt mounting point. So that's all been redone, and then obviously you can see the floor on this side is also done. So our next step is we still have some prepping to do in terms of cleaning and sanding, but we're almost to the point where we're going to be ready to apply the 2-part black epoxy. And the 2-part black epoxy will do 2 or 3 coats, and that will adhere to the bare metal, and it will seal the bare metal, and then it'll be ready to accept or receive the high build primer. So this is an update on the 1972 Volkswagen Bus. I thank you for watching. I'm John from lastchanceautorestore.com.